So entering that transfer portal, I didn't know what I was going to do. It was so many people in that portal, but I finally got a call from Oklahoma, and he offered me a scholarship, so I had no choice but to come. He said, hey, man, you could come here and be a star receiver for us. So I came in as a second-string wide receiver, and I had to work my way up to that #1 receiver spot. For Tyreek Hill Jr., this was going to be my last season before entering that NFL draft, so I had to make it all I go and talk to coach, and he said, great practice, man. You could challenge for that #1 receiver spot next week. But, I mean, going into my first game as a Sooner, as you can see, I mean, I was getting jammed on the line, but I finally broke loose and the ball just hit me right in my head. I didn't start off good, but going into the next play, as you can see, I mean, I ran a streak route and I told the quarterback to throw it up and I dunked on the DB and I went right around him and went in the end zone for 6. Things kind of took off from there. I ran a slant route, caught that ball, and got up the field with bad intentions. And who is going to stop me? I mean, transferring from the SEC to the Big 12, I mean, you could tell the difference. These DBs are slower and I was just outrunning them for another touchdown. And I sure didn't give up, not one bit. As you can see, I caught that ball and almost got up the field, but I stepped out of bounds. Come on, man. And I mean, he just got to be better. It's 35-17, and we got to make some shake. So I catch that ball, get up the field, and almost go, but they get me. But, you know, it's one thing when you make a good play, but it's another thing when you make a playtime playmaker play. As I catch the ball, throw 2 off of me, and go all the way for 6. And we going to win the game, and as you can see, I get player of the game with 9 receptions, 275 yards, and 4 TDs. As you can see, coaches gave me another chance to move up that depth chart and be wide receiver #1, and I am not letting back, not one bit. I'm gonna have my foot on the pedal all practice. I told these DBs and coaches one thing when I came in here: you are gonna respect me, and if you don't, I will make you. You have no choice. And I said I refuse to be stopped. I am a king, I am a legend, and I will be the face of this franchise. But I go talk to coach after practice, and he said, congratulations, you are now our #1 wide receiver on the depth chart. On to our next game against West Virginia. Started off a bit slow. I mean, Tyreek Hill Jr. could not catch that ball. The ball just hit him right in the hand. But he strikes right back every time he messes up, and he tries to juke, but he gets brought down by 2. Going into the next play, hit this DB with a shimmy. Oh my God, get around him, catch that ball, and he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill Jr. speed 4.6. I mean, I'm fired up with the team as we go up 14-0 early. But I'm not done. I hit him with a shimmy again, catch that ball, break 1 tackle, because I'm a grown man, and walk in that end zone for another touchdown. And I'm fired up. And I mean, Tyreek Hill Jr. will be going for Heisman. But I mean, just look at the separation that he creates and the speed that he has on this route right here. I have to touch myself, get off of that DB, and get to that end zone with bad intentions. We going to win, and I get player of the game with 8 receptions, 246 yards, and 3 TDs. Going into my next game against Tulsa, I mean, they came out intense and started off and went down 3-0 early on us, so I had to capitalize back. I caught a deep pass early on for my team, but I get a slant route, catch that ball, make one man miss, and I juke right into traffic. And I said, we have to get in that box. The scoreboard. Coming back down, as you can see, I told the quarterback to throw it up, and I tried to make an amazing catch, but this DB said no fly zone. So I said, just wait there. I will be right back on a post route. I caught that ball, and I got missing all the way up that field for 6, and I told him I own you. But just after that, I got humbled. He laid the boom on me. But that didn't stop us from winning that game. We going to win, and I get player of the game with 5 receptions, 148 yards, and 1 TD. I mean, going into our next game against Notre Dame, I mean, I came out hot. I mean, we drove down to the goal line, and I ran a streak route and caught the ball early for the first touchdown of the game. And I mean, this one is going to be quick. I mean, I was just routing these DBs up and dunking all over them. I was making them look like, I mean, this DB technique was terrible. He turned his back to me. Don't you ever do that. I catch that ball and elevate for yards. Just when things were going good, the quarterback throws an interception trying to get the ball to me, and they take it down, and he gets tackled. Going into the next play, he about threw another interception, but Tyreek Hill Jr. catch that ball, mosses him, and he sees nothing but green grass, and he will go for 6, and I'm fired. And even going up 21-0, they're still not getting a break from Tyreek Hill Jr. I catch that ball, and it's over. But we going to win the game, and I end the game off of 9 catches, 225 yards, and 2 receiving TDs. On to our next game against TCU. We have to win this game, and as you can see, Tyreek Hill Jr. started off intense. He catch that ball, juke, and try to get up the field for his team as he gets the first down. And I mean, he was hype early on. He told him he wanted all the coming in on first down. We have to make some shade. But as you can see, I hit this DB with an in and out, and oh my God, I will go all the way for 6, and I got the first touchdown of the game. I just strike one, but I almost strike again on a big first down to start the drive again. I was putting my team in good position, but I caught the ball on the goal line and went in with my second touchdown of the game to take us up 14-0 early on. But as you can see, it's 3rd and 14, and we have to do anything to get that first down, and coach says, throw it to Tyreek Hill Jr., and the quarterback throws it to me. I dunk on him, break one tackle, and almost go for 6. It's only first quarter, and I'm having an amazing game. I go in with another touchdown, and I'm going in with another catch. As you can see, Tyreek Hill Jr. has broke the school record with receiving yards with 266 receiving yards. But it's 2nd and 10 on that goal line, and you know who to give that ball to. Tyreek Hill Jr. goes in with another one. I don't know if these DBs were scared of me or what, but they just could not seem to stick me as I caught another one for another touchdown. We're going to win, and I get player of the game with 16 receptions, 444 yards, and 6 TDs. Going into our next game against number 16 Texas, they have to lose. I wanted to strike them early, so on a slant route on 2nd and 4, I caught the ball and took it for a 20-yard reception. We were already down by 7, so we have to convert. And as you can see, on 2nd and 10, again, I convert. Tyreek Hill Jr. takes it for a 21-yard gain. I went over to the sideline and said, Coach, I want to take their top off on first down. So on first down, he throws a nice dime right over the shoulder, and I catch that ball and nearly go into the end zone. On 2nd and goal, I score on a slant. Let's go. It's 24-21, and we're up by 3. And every time we need a playmaker play on 3rd and 5, I catch that ball for a pretty big gain. We were driving down that field, and he threw the ball in traffic, and it got intercepted, but I got him before he got loose. And we cannot lose this game. There's 31 seconds left in that 3rd quarter, and it's 2nd and 10, and I strike him all the way down the field, and I catch that ball and keep those feet inbound. A second ago, we have a read option. When I'm not catching that ball, I will block. It's 3rd and inches, and we need a big play to take us away from these Texans trying to beat us, and I catch that ball, and I will go all the way for 6. We're going to win the game, and I end the game off with 10 catches, 272 yards, and 2 receiving TDs. So going into our next game against 5-0 Kansas, we have to give them their first loss. On 2nd and 2, you see me out there trying to block, and I'm just looking like a fool falling on the ground. It's 1st and 10, and the quarterback strikes me early on, and the ball just went literally behind my head. Well, I needed a spark, and on 2nd and 10, I ran a deep post and caught that ball and almost went in for 6, but I got tackled. Going into the next play, this DB looked like a fool. He was stuck, and I caught the ball and tried to juke back in, but I got tackled again. 2nd and goal, and I run a slant and catch the ball for my first touchdown of the game. And it was history after that. It was 21-0, and I ran a streak route, and the quarterback threw it up, and I dunked on this DB to take us up 28-0. I told him to come on. I want all the smoke. To that goal line on 2nd and 8. I get a good inside release, and I'm wide open to the end zone, catch the ball for another touchdown. I'm starting to think I'm just a goal line 3 because I run a crazy route and catch the ball at the back of the end zone for another 48-7 on 1st and 10, and I want to put that dagger in him, so I run a deep post and catch that ball for another touchdown. We're going to get Kansas their first loss, and I get player of the game with 13 receptions, 325 yards, and 6 TDs. Going into our next game against Texas Tech, Tyreek Hill Jr. came out strong on first down, caught that ball. He got up that field, broke one tackle, and almost broke loose, but he got hit. Got back up, and he told his teammate that was a pretty good driving hit. Down to the goal line on 1st and 10, we said we have to strike first, and we try to get on that board early on. So the quarterback throw the ball up, and the ball gets intercepted early on. But it's 3rd and 2, and we need a conversion, so you know who to go to. Tyreek Hill Jr. as he goes and he gets shoestring tackle. It's 0-0, and we need to make something happen. So I get an inside release and catch that ball, and as you can see, I get the first touchdown of the game. And that fired things up as I go down the sideline and catch that ball. I break one tackle, almost come back, but I get tackled. We're up 21-7 now, and I hit him with a fake out in, catch that ball, and I dive in the end zone for another one. And at this point of the game, we started to figure their defense out, so I was tearing their middle up all night. And there was no letting back. We're not losing a game. But as you can see, our offense was driving to run that clock out to end the game off. And we going to win. But I end the game off for 10 receptions, 228 yards, and 2 TDs. Going into our next game against Baylor, we started off intense. As you can see on first down, he striked me early on. And as you can see, I was gone all the way. I juke and got up that field with bad intentions and scored the first touchdown of the game. I told my team, let's go. We're going to start this game off early, and we're going to strike him every time. And as you can see, it's first down, and I get another streak route, and I told him to throw it on him and told him he's not a man. He drive down to the goal line, and I'm just heaming him up with him. Good block as we go in and score. 30-second, and we need a first down, and I run a deep post, and I caught that ball, and I was almost gone, but he shoestringed me. When it's 3rd down, Tyreek Hill Jr. will convert as I hit him with an in and out and caught the ball, but he tackled me. Going into the 2nd quarter, it's 42-14, and we are just separating ourselves and doing whatever we can do to separate that score, and I run a streak route, catch that ball, and score again for another one. Just look at the the burst of speed that he has.
We're going into the fourth quarter. It's 52-28, and I said, hey, man, throw that ball up. He threw it up, and it got intercepted. I told him, hey, throw that out the window, man. You're good. We're going to win the game. And as you can see, I get player of the game with 9 receptions, 300 yards, and 3 TDs. Going into the next game against Kansas State, I mean, it was the snowball, and I laid the boom early on to show him who I am. But going into the next play on first down, I caught that ball and ran him over, and I was gone all the way, and I will go for 6. I told them boys, this is my house. They drove down the field and tied the game up 7-7. But as you can see, we're back on first down. I get an inside release, catch that ball, and almost break a tackle, but I get tackled. But going in on third down, you know who get that ball. Tyreek Hill Jr. as he dunks on the defender and go in for 6. And I was fired up and said, run it back. Kansas State attacked back. It was 31-24, but I was wide open. These DBs, I don't know what they were doing out there, but I go in for another touchdown.
Going down the fourth quarter when it matters. The quarterback throws that ball up. I go get it. Made him fall, look like a fool, and I was gone all the way for 6. And I mean, that was the game.
We're going to win, and I get player of the game with 6 receptions, 283 yards, and 4 TDs. After Tyreek Hill Jr. was suspended week 8, I mean, we cannot lose another game. We got to come out here and treat Oklahoma State like they are some bums, because
they are.
And if we don't win, we cannot go to that conference championship. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, I was striking every moment I could to get a first down for my team. And we went up 10-0 early on, and I mean, these DBs couldn't hold me. I was losing them all night. On 1st and 10, I talked to the quarterback. I said, why not take a shot? And I ran a streak route, and he took a shot on me, and I was wide open for the touchdown. I mean, we're up 17-0. We cannot hold back anymore. We got to keep our foot on that pedal and keep pushing. As you can see, it's 2nd and 5, and this DB is on my hip, but I created a little separation to catch that ball and get the first down. Get down to that goal line. You know who to get that ball to. Tyreek Hill Jr. His release is just amazing. It's 31-28, and I try to hit him with a double route, but it was too weak, and the quarterback throws an interception with 41 seconds left on the clock. I mean, it's no way they can score. Our defense has to hold up. As you can see, our defense did not hold up. They went down and scored, so we get a Hail Mary, and we got to give it all we got. We catch the ball, but he goes out of bounds with 0 seconds, and we lose the game. I mean, I tried to give it all I got, and I tried to get my team to that championship because I haven't been to one yet. As you can see, I end the game with 10 catches, 199 yards, and 3 receiving TDs. As you can see, Tyreek Hill Jr. has gotten the Heisman Award, and he has got 3 other awards as well. And this is the end of Tyreek Hill Jr. junior season of college football. And with that being said, he has chose to declare for the NFL draft. Drop a comment down below if you think he would be a first-round draft pick or will he be late in the draft.